So talk to us a little bit about that. How have you navigated the the faith and who you
Right.
are and your passion and your giftedness?
I would say it's a daily journey, right? Because I don't have all the answers, you know. I feel like it's one of those things where you really have to just check in with yourself and be like, am I okay with where I'm at? And it's like anything, because you know, too much of anything is a bad thing, right? So just figuring out where your passions lie, but also over the years, I think I've definitely gotten more comfortable. I don't know if it's because of my career or with age or, you know, what exactly it is, but I'm just much more confident in feeling like this passion to, you know, mix color combinations and all the things that like really inspire me is part of my soul, and it's put there for a reason, and it's not a sinful thing that's, you know, vain or whatever you want to call it, but it really is an amazing gift. And and it, to me, you know, and I'm not saying to the world, I'm saying it's a gift to me because it's just such a um, it's just such a cool part of my life now, and I can't imagine life without it. So
Okay, so how do you help women? Hear you. It's pretty clear on like the affordability
right.
and the everyday piece. How do you help us navigate the responsible piece, this being a good global citizen with the whole issue of fashion?
Absolutely. So there's a few different pieces. You know, my focus has very much been on budget friendly, like you said. And one of the things I do is I've always disclosed what I buy with my budget every month, and talk about what my budget is.
Is the budget really 250?
Yes.
That's just amazing to me. Like, I need to hang out with you more.
It is, and it's different now, and every budget post I do, I include this in there. Obviously, now in these later years in blogging, I'm getting free items all the time, and so some of that is I don't need to spend anymore. I mean,
Right.
it's almost silly, but in the beginning years, even I was always blogging. I've always blogged about my budget, and I know some people are probably like, "Why does she always do this? It's so silly." But I want people to know that I'm thinking about it, and
Yeah, it's a
encouraging
part of the
people.
story,
Yeah,
right?
encouraging people to yeah, have fun with fashion by all means, but be responsible at the same time. So there's, even on the affordability side and financial side, there's a huge practicality that comes with it that I've always been really good at talking about. But now I feel like in the last couple years, you know, all these buzzwords we're talking about with fair wages and the environment and things like that, those things are coming to light, because at least for me, I didn't know those things 6 years ago.
Right.
And so,
In terms of who made your garment?
right, or even where it goes, you know, you think, oh, I'm donating it to Goodwill. Does that mean it's, you know, out there in the, like, what happens to my clothes afterwards, and
Right.
how much is okay to own, and what's like a normal amount, and which is really different for everyone. But so now it's a matter of figuring out all the puzzle pieces. I want it to be affordable still. I need it to satisfy my fashion soul and what I want to be wearing aesthetically, which I think is completely like a real thing that should be respected. But also thinking about ethically, what does this mean when I buy this? You know, what does it mean for fair wage workers and things like that? So finding that perfect intersection, you know, I feel like there's not a ton out there yet.
Right.
If anyone has, you know, more leads, let me know. But
Where do you go for that information on kind of the sourcing and?
That's the thing, there's not a lot of information yet, and I feel like, you know, we've kind of seen food kind of come to light in the last few years. I feel like we're going that direction.
So
with
the
fashion.
transparency is coming
Absolutely.
to fashion.
It needs, and it needs to be there. And I, you know, if there's a movement happening in that area, I am there, because I think we need more transparency, and we also need more companies that are you know, maybe socially conscious companies that we can buy from, and that are producing the aesthetic things that we want to buy at a good price.
Yeah.
So it's like there's so many things to consider. And you know, I'm not perfect. I don't have all the answers, but I also am very much thinking about it, and want to encourage, you know, everyone else to be thinking about it too.
Yeah.